I'm Silla, and this video is going to be about GCSE Results Day, all you need to know and how to navigate any unforeseen circumstances on the day. GCSE Results Day 2023 is on the 24th of August. Results will be released around 8 a.m. But you need to check with your school what time the doors will open for you to come in and actually physically collect your results. So what should you take on the day? Make sure that you take your phone with you and that is fully charged. You can call your parents, call your friends, and post on social media if you do want to share your good news. Most schools will have their results being given by teachers, and so they'll already know you, which means that you might not have to provide ID, but just take one with you just in case. How do I have to open my results? Well, there's no right or wrong way to open your results. You can choose to open it by yourself, literally just take your grades and go away if that's what you want to do. If you don't want anyone to see your results, you can do that. If you want to open it with your friends around you for some moral support, you can do that. If you're not too happy about sharing your grades with anyone, then make sure that you go really early. Okay, so find out what time your school opens, go really early, collect it and go home, because the later you leave it, the more people you're likely to see. People are more likely to loiter about, reunite with friends they haven't seen in months after your GCSE exam. So if you really want to avoid people, make sure you go in first thing in the morning, collect it and leave. So what do your A-level results mean and why do they matter? So for the core subjects, so subjects like maths and English, you need to get at least a grade 4 or 5, which is formally a C, no matter what plans you have for the future. If you don't get this mark, then you're required to resit. So most colleges and sixth forms tend to look for these grades 4 or 5 in maths and English as a basic requirement for letting you in. Like GCSE level, you don't really have to know what you want to do in uni or what you want to do for apprenticeships, but these GCSE grades will matter when it comes to applying for university courses. Coming back to resits, like I said before, you need to get at least a 4 or 5 in maths and English, otherwise you'll have to resit these subjects. These resits are normally taken around November, and retakes for any other subjects take place in the following summer. You may be allowed to proceed with your A-level career whilst you're preparing to resit any of the exams. It's completely up to the discretion of the school or the sixth form you're attending if they're happy for you to take on your new A-level courses whilst you're preparing to retake any of those subjects. If this is what you're going to do, you will have to be mindful of your time management when it comes to learning new A-level content and also revising your GCSE content to make sure that you pass it the second time round. So can I appeal my GCSE grades? Yes, you're allowed to appeal any grades. If you feel like you definitely did better than the grade you got, you're more than allowed to appeal them, and you're going to have to go through your school and your school will present any appeals to the board. So make sure that you tell your school as soon as you know that you want to appeal your grades. Most schools tend to have a deadline for when they submit all of the grade appeals. You need to be aware though that when you send in an appeal, 3 things can happen. 1, your grades could stay the same. 2, they could increase or they could go down. If you're a private candidate, you can get in touch directly with the exam board or do it via the school or college that submitted your exam entry. If reviewing your exam does not increase your grades, it does not give you the outcome you're looking for, then again, you're more than allowed to retake those subjects. Most colleges or sixth forms have entry requirements for the subjects that they offer. So if you miss the grades, unfortunately, speak to the school anyway. Go in there, and sometimes they might make allowances for you to still get on the course. However, if you speak to the colleges or sixth form that you wanted to go to, and they won't make any allowances for you because you missed a grade, it's worth looking at other institutions in your area, other colleges that might allow you to do the same subject but with a lower entry requirement. For me, when I received my GCSE results, I wasn't too sure if I was going to stay with my school sixth form. I had 2 choices, either to stay at my school sixth form or to go to a grammar school that I really wanted to go to. So when I received my results and saw that I had done really well, I went there straight away, literally, like I got a bus from my secondary school, went straight, gave them my results, told them I wanted to do maths, chemistry and biology. They took my results slip and they said, yeah, you qualify, and then they took my details and they basically registered me, and that's how I got enrolled. Even if you're not sure now what sixth form or college you want to go to, you'll be able to make a decision once you've received the results. I know some sixth forms and colleges need you to fill in like an interest form or to do interviews before you even do your GCSE exams or whatever, but for me, I I didn't really do that with the school I went to. I took the grades to them on the day I received my results. They literally just enrolled me that very day. And even if you've already signed up to a sixth form at the moment, but you've received your results and you've done much better than the grade requirements for that sixth form, you're still allowed to go and pursue that other school you want to go to. Take your results to them, and if they take you, decline your place with the other sixth form or college and go to the new one you desire. Okay, it's all about you. If you've changed your mind on results day, you're more than allowed to do that. So then a big question so many people have: what are the alternatives to A levels? What if I don't want to study A levels? What do I do? So BTech qualifications are a viable route to university if you just can't find an A level course that you enjoy or you want to do. BTechs are usually assessed on an ongoing basis using a mixture of coursework and examinations, and this then removes the stress of you having to do an exam at the end of 2 years, unlike with the A levels. T levels are another option. So they were launched in about 2020, and it's a vocational qualification that takes 2 years to complete. So T levels, what are they? They're basically a mixture of classroom learnings and on the job experience as well. And so you do things like work placements. What if I can't physically collect my grades? What do I do? If you're aware, you need to speak to your school in advance and give them an address that they can post your grades to. You can also arrange with your school and your family or friends for someone to collect your results on your behalf. Note that they'll have to have some identification with them, and they'll also need a signed slip from you giving them permission to collect your results on your behalf. On to the next steps. You've got your GCSE results, you're moving on to A levels. What next? What do you do? If you're not sure how to navigate your transition from GCSE to A levels, I've got a video to guide you on that as well. It's basically a digital letter to my younger self, reflecting on the things I wish I had known and how I wish I had navigated my transition from GCSE to A levels. It's either going to be up already for you to watch, or if it's not up already, make sure that you turn your post notifications on so that you're notified when I post it. And also one more question that most people tend to have: what if I'm not sure what A level subjects I want to study even at this point? Don't panic. Choose the subjects you think you want to study at this point. Most sixth forms and colleges tend to give you a cool-off period or a grace period where you're allowed to change your course if you're not enjoying it. Sometimes it tends to be like within 2 weeks or something like that, 2 weeks from the start of the course in September. But yeah, I've answered so many of these questions and many other questions that you might have concerning your transition from GCSE to A level in my other video. That's all from me for today. I hope that you get the results that you want. If anything unexpected happens, you know now how to navigate any unforeseen circumstances. So all the best from me here. Subscribe to my channel if you found it useful. Share to your friends who might need to know what to do on GCSE results day as well. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you in my next video.